What is going on YouTube and also Discord chat? I don't know what that just was, but it wasn't good. Welcome to your Strats Weekly for the week of 1 May 2021. Shout out to Braden and Cat Poop for being here in Discord. How y'all doing today?
Good.
That's Senor Cat Poop to you.
Senior Cat Poop, it's true. I put some respect on his name, damn it. Braden, did the intro video hiccup real hard for you also? Because
I don't know, I wasn't watching.
man, it lost its damn mind on my end. So I don't know what that was all about.
Run it back.
Run it back. No, we're gonna be fine. It plays on the out also. Well, the music does anyhow. No, that's just. I had a straight lockup 10 minutes before stream was supposed to go live, so that was stressful. The never-ending issues. I think it's the GPU. I really do. Great sadness. Hopefully, we make it through the stream without any issues. I had no problems for like over a week, and then instant problems right before stream, of course, as it always does. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about all kinds of other stuff, like what's going on in Strats. So I've reordered the games to get all the games nobody really wants to talk about out of the way first, or who we don't have people here to talk about, and then all the
Precon
games.
first?
Huh?
Is it still Precon first?
No. Senior Cat Poop plays Precon.
Okay.
Senior Cat Poop plays
I'm
Precon.
kidding.
Put some respect on our fucking clan. Top 2K. I'm just saying. But yeah, so we reordered things a little bit, so we'll get some of those lower impact titles out of the way, so we have more time to talk about the titles everybody wants to talk about. So, boom. World of Warcraft Shadowlands. We're still playing it. Nightlife is still playing it. Is he down there anymore? He was down there earlier. Now they're not down there. He and Ambrose were pushing keys earlier today, I saw again. But I forgot to take a screenshot because I was too busy watching Overwatch League all day. But yeah, we have a World of Warcraft guild. If you are interested in playing World of Warcraft, you're a returning veteran, or somebody who's just new to the game, never played before, and looking to get into Shadowlands, we're playing. Nightlife is part of a raid group that is a combination of our guild and another guild. Though I don't know when they do their progression rating. He's usually bear tanking for that. And then Nightlife also loves pushing keys. I think he's plus 15 to everything on his main, and he's on his second or third alt at this point. He's pushing stuff because the boy just loves doing Keystone dungeons a lot. And he just wants that plus 15 so bad. But if you're looking for a home, we're on Area 51 playing Horde side. Feel free to pop on down to the Blizznerds channel. Ask for Nightlife, he can get you hooked up. And I believe he is also streaming periodically over on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Stratsco, if you're curious what Bear Tank POV looks like for the raid. Feel free to check it out over there. What else we got in here? Boom. Valheim. Still have a Valheim server. Still have people playing Valheim. Server is currently full, so we don't have room for any new bodies at the moment. If anybody just stops playing altogether, we can look about maybe rearranging some stuff, but so far that has not been the case. Yeah, but if you're looking to play some Valheim, we got peeps that are playing every day. I see people in the sidebar playing. Feel free to pop down to the Valheim channel, hit some folks up. They love to just play. They're playing on the server, a lot of them, but they're also playing in their own games because Valheim's kind of Terraria-esque in that it behooves you to have more than one world because there is a finite amount of resources. And it's fun to just play with other people. You can world hop with your character and take all your gear with you the same way that you do in Terraria. So if you are playing Valheim, looking for some peeps to play, feel free to pop down to the Valheim channel, hit some folks up. Brandon, any news on that that update yet? I haven't seen anything. The one that
No, I have not seen anything other than like it's coming.
Yeah, that's all I can ever find is
Soon,
it's
TM.
coming. Yeah, soon TM. Like, come on, just give me something. Like, even just tell me 2021. Just give me an approximation. All 2021. I don't even need a month. Just give me a quarter. Give me a quarter with a soft commit. It doesn't have to be hard. If you got to push it another quarter, I'm fine with it. Just give me something to work off of. I just want something. Yeah. What else? Ooh, Inquisition Martyr. So, if you have been playing Inquisition Martyr, or you haven't done everything that you wanted to get done, we just found out we're about 5 weeks out from season end, and then there's going to be some amount of downtime before sometime in late June or early July, they're going to spin up season 3. That's all we know. They haven't given us a hard date yet. They do they are working on finalizing the last season mechanics, and they're also in the process of beta testing the Void Crusades, and they're looking for more warm bodies to help out with that. If you are interested in helping beta test the co-op Void Crusades, look for problems before it gets pushed live in Season 3. Hit me up. I'll give you the details on that. You have to obviously be like a decent human being and, not scum, and have a decent amount of hours in the game. That's what the devs are looking for. But if that is something you're interested in, feel free to just DM me on Discord. I can get you the details on that. But hyped to know that we have an official end for Season 2. Not that Season 2 was bad. It was actually a blast. I'm just glad that we know when it's ending and when we can look forward to Season 3, because I'm all in for co-op Void Crusades, and it looks like they figured out how to make it like drop in, drop out as well. So if somebody isn't along for the entire Void Crusade, they can't just come in to loot the last Supreme mission and get heaps of loot by being carried through. They will not get as much loot, so you can't just like do an entire full clear of a Void Crusade and then bring your buddy in for the loot room at the end to help twink him out. They actually will have to participate, which I think is really cool. And the feedback that I've seen, at least with the co-op stuff, seems to be relatively minor bugs, all things considered, is what I've seen going around in the beta Discord. But yeah, that's going on right now. If you are interested in helping out, they are looking for more assistance, because it's just the test co-op. You need more people. And previously the beta group was extremely small, so they are loosening their requirements for that in order to expand for it. So hit me up on Discord if you want some deets. Boom. Princess Connect Redive. See, Braden, I told you it was towards the top. But some of us like talking about it. Some of us are hype. I finally found the news article that I missed last week's show. Feels bad. I didn't realize they put it out on Friday when I went looking for it. But let me see here. We're in the middle of double dungeon drops. We're going into double grotto drops for 14 days once dungeon drops end on whenever this is. 5th our time, I think. Either the 5th or the 6th our time that double dungeon drops or double dungeon mana ends, and we'll get double grotto drops. So that's coming. Also, level cap is bumping along with Area 12 being released on May 12th. So level cap's going from 93 to 98. We're getting the new Quest Area 12, which is going to bring 9-5, which is basically any character that you have sitting at 8-6, time to go 9-5. There's, other than supports, and even then, maybe not. I don't think anybody is better at 8-6 as opposed to 9-5, outside of some like super min-maxy clan battle considerations if you're doing any of that. So yeah, that's good to know that's coming. And we're also, of course, the Ilya banner is in. If you haven't pulled for her, she's weird. She plays awkwardly. She's kind of like a magic damage Ninon or Reno. Works really well with batteries and kills the shit out of herself. You have to really think about the comp you use her, and you can't just like throw her into a normal comp. She will absolutely kill herself. It's kind of silly, but she's strong and she's doing a lot of work. So I'm enjoying that character at least. Is that it for this? Yes, and that is all the significant stuff that I know about, at least with regards to current Princess Connect news.
By the way, I will say, since you already called me out, so I'm exposed as it is. Since she does harm herself, if you see her and you use Tamaki against her, she just explodes. It's like irrelevant that she exists if you use Tamaki. So
also found out what a lot of people are doing is using her in a Saren comp, like using Saren battery for her. If you see her in a Saren battery comp and you run Yukari Yuki battery, you will go before she does, and she'll be at like half health from hurting herself, and you'll just blow her up on the first UB. It feels real good.
I did my usual thing.
I can't believe that you outed cat food so shamelessly like that off.
No, we talked about it previously. He's been outed previously. He just wasn't here for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know. But yeah, anyway, it works just the same if you use I don't know. Maybe I just misheard what you said. You said Yukari Yuki. I do Saren Yuki. And
Yeah.
she about half health herself, and then Tamaki just went and obliterated her, and that was that.
Yeah, actually, I ran a Yukari Yuki into a Yukari Saren, and I went first with Yukari Yuki because I think Yuki gives a bigger mana top up than Saren does. But I'm not 100% on that. I'd have to go double check. But there's definitely a lot of interesting things I'm seeing now because I ran into a guy in Princess Arena actually today that just like hurt my soul because he had Saren. He had a Saren with her, and I was like, oh, cool. So like I'll just blow this dude up, and then like I don't have to worry about where my anti-Reno comp is. And he still had a Reno comp in addition to the fact that he had like 2 different battery comps, and like that might be about to be the new like Princess Arena meta is like having to deal with 2 different battery comps, like a Saren battery on something, and then which with her specifically is fucking terrifying, and then also like a Reno or a Ninon comp as well. Terror. I'm not looking forward to it because he caught me off guard and it hurt real bad. Because I put my mage comp right into his Reno comp and he just nuked me. But yeah, that's what's going on in Princess Connect. And we're top 2,000. And maybe one day we'll get fucking clan battle rewards. It's already May. Still don't have the April clan battle rewards. I don't know what's taking so long. What other games do I have up here to talk about? Path of Exile. Path of Exile is happening. I started a character. And I played more than the first zone in this league. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing it. Cat Poop, what are you playing again? What is your main damage skill? I know you've got
Herald of Thunder.
Herald of Thunder brand shenanigans. Yeah. Strong. Very fun comp. But Ultimatum is ongoing. A lot of fun. I like the league mechanic. There's only like I see now why everybody skips. What up, Biggles? I see why everybody skips stand in the stone circles. It's terrible.
Yep.
I don't
stand in the stone circles.
That is like you were talking about earlier. I don't understand why GGG thought, oh, let's throw this mechanic in where there's already like a circle you have to stand in. But what if they had to stand in an even smaller circle?
Yeah, I mean more so just the fact that it's like, hey, what's the most dangerous thing to do in Path of Exile? Stand still and stop moving. Well, let's have them stand in these tiny circles and make them not move.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks.
Like, sure, you can like walk out of it and then like go back in and keep progressing it, but it sucks.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Remember when channeling support came in and everybody actually stood still for a league?
Yeah, but then everybody just figured out that
It sucked.
Cyclone is a channeled skill technically.
Yeah.
And then you get to move and channel.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. But yeah. And then also thank you for that post, by the way, about that there was some sort of underlying bug that was exacerbating streaming issues. So if you are like me and we're like, holy crap, why am I having issues? Why is like graphics all wonky? Earlier today they patched in a fix that is not, they've said it's not fixing like everything, but a lot of people should see some performance gains if you are like me and having some weird hitching that didn't make any sense, that wasn't registering on like any of the diagnostic stuff, the FPS or the frame rates or anything like that. Like everything, frame timing and such, was like holding steady for me, and I was having serious hitching. It turns out there was something wrong. Who knew? Glad that that's being fixed. Biggles, how you been?
Oh, pretty good. How you doing?
Well, you know. We talked about Valheim briefly. You guys still playing Valheim? Still having fun? How's the server?
I haven't really seen too many people on lately. Once in a while, there'll be somebody else in there.
Precious just got a new game, so I know she's been distracted, but I know she has also played Valheim almost every day this week.
Yeah, I've also been playing a little bit on my single player since I'm setting up a resource mining world.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. What else do we got to talk about? Oh, Teamfight Tactics. It's officially live, and apparently they broke it.
Yeah, they just made a lot of changes straight from PBE going to live, which is an odd decision because usually, you don't want to make like a big change heading into live. So I don't know why they buffed certain things the way they did headed to live, and so those things are just kind of like showing up ridiculously strong on live. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I know. I know. What's up, Dracula? I see you over there in chat. I know they periodically. I think all the TFTs, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they always made like some minor adjustments from PBE to live. But this sounds like maybe they went a little hard.
Yeah, the main thing is I don't want to go into it too hard unless you want me to for like exact details.
I know the blue buff, the shadow blue buff is just like bonkers.
Yeah, the short thing is shadow blue buff is an item that when you cast your spell, you get mana returned, and they changed it so if you're below 60% health when you cast your spell, you get back 50 mana, and there's a whole bunch of champions who have exactly 50 mana. So when they reach that threshold, they just go into like ultra spam city, and the game has always had weird problems with when people have some sort of mechanic to get mana back that exactly matches their spell. Sometimes they go so fast that they'll tune those people down so that they don't do that. They have to throw at least one auto attack. So the real issue is that on those people that work that way, some of them are just legitimately like they don't even auto, they don't do anything, they just stand there and just hammer you. And two of those people are CC champions. So that's kind of the issue, is like if those two champions get a dark blue buff, kind of the go-to is you put a dark blue buff on them, you put a guardian angel on them so that if they die, they're resurrected and they drop aggro. And so they stand up at less than 60% health and CC you for the rest of your short life.
Yeah. The one you specifically talked to me about earlier was LeBlanc, which is CC's two champions, not just one. And my thing with it is it's like the itemization is reasonably simplistic. Like it's a much simpler version of League, right? But like that this is going to give 50 mana. You have champions that have 50 or less max mana. Like,
yeah, go look and see who's got 50 mana or less, and like make sure there's no weirdness there. The new one that people have figured out, by the way, is also Rise. And the way his CC works is he targets an initial person. That person gets CC'd. And then when he casts again, if it's on the same person, the CC ripples and spreads. So if dark blue buff Rise targets your tank, he just locks down your whole team for the rest of the fight.
Oh yeah, because the tank just like sits there and eats it.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah, and then also
like literally the whole full team. So if you thought two people was bad, wait till you see a dark blue buff Rise.
And at least the Udyr memes are alive though for a little bit. Because Udyr is kind of trash tier in TFT at the moment.
Yeah.
But dark blue buff makes him an absolute stun bot. But only single target. That's at least more reasonable. It's not good. Not reasonable.
Well, he doesn't get a stun. He gets perma shield.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's right. He just like becomes nigh unkillable.
Yeah, perma shield and tons of damage.
It's at least more reasonable. Still not reasonable by any stretch. Man. So yeah, but TFT is happening over there. If you like TFT, if you've not played in auto chess, I still hold that TFT is the best auto chess out there. I have not played a better one, or seen any reasonable arguments that any other one is better than TFT. It seems to just be the most well-rounded, best, most frequently updated version of an auto chess auto battler, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, and all that complaining to be said too, like that's all. There's no way that all of that doesn't get fixed on the next patch. I'm sure they'll come out and be like, "Yep, sorry about all this."
Yeah, Well, and that's one thing, they're pretty quick on the turnaround on stuff like that. Like hopefully they don't leave that all the way to like mid-season.
Oh, no way. Next patch, like less than 2 weeks, if not micro patched in between.
Yeah, the oops are bad.
Yeah, oops are bad. We didn't realize how terrible these would be. And either the dark blue buff will change to like 45 mana, so they have to auto once, or those champions will be changed to like 55 mana. And that's the fix, just so they don't spam. They just take a break in between.
I think, I mean, just thinking about it, I think lowering the mana given by dark blue is the better fix there. Just like thinking through those possibilities, just because you change other dynamics if you increase those champions' mana pools. I think like you lower the effectiveness of other items, you change the timings out. Seems like a bad fix.
Well, I mean, either that or they just go in and they make code those champions so they have to auto attack at least once in between their spells. That's a thing they've done before. And then it would be fair, because then you at least have a window to do something to them instead of, just dying forever.
Yeah. I don't know. That's still just ridiculous. How, especially with as many people as play on the PvE. Just throw that through testing if you really think it needs to be. But I'm legit curious how they got to the reasoning that dark blue buff wasn't good enough.
It wasn't, but then they just kind of tuned it in a very specific way that they didn't think about a few specific interactions, and whoops.
I guess I didn't play it enough then to like feel like it was underpowered. I didn't feel specifically bad. I guess though didn't also feel enticing to use over a regular blue buff or another item. So maybe in that regard it was slightly under strength.
Yeah, I mean it was originally pretty bad for sure.
Well, didn't it get bumped up once prior to this fix? Like I thought it was not. I thought it got tweaked at one point during PvE as well. Maybe I'm wrong.
I can't remember, to be honest, because PvE there's no patch schedule. It's just they're just shotgunning in changes every day, all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Anyhow, TFT, good stuff, lots of fun. EVE Online. None of the EVE guys are here right now because they're all still playing. Good God, they're still going. Man, they had a big blue buff run, or a blue loot run earlier. I guess this is something else. Not even sure what they're doing. They got so many events in EVE. Good God. Anybody who says there's nothing there's like nothing to do when they're playing EVE, like is like, I wish there was more content, is absolutely out of their mind, in my opinion. Ridiculous. So yeah, the EVE guys are down there playing. If you play EVE Online, or you've ever thought about playing EVE Online, or considering giving it a shot, returning player, new bro, doesn't matter. We are welcoming all sorts. Feel free to pop down to Internet Spaceships. Hit up... Who's in here that you could hit up? Orthos is a good hit up. Vicino is a good hit up. Who else would be a good hit up? Bane's a good hit up. Yeah, those are like the big three, I would say. Reach out to one of those guys. If you are looking for a new corp, if you are a corp that is looking for an alliance that goes out and does tons of content, posts content, and lets you do your own thing, doesn't put overwhelming demands on what you do with your time and your corp, feel free to reach out to Vicino or Vorthos or Bane. They could talk to you about that as well. We are welcoming all sorts into the 21 SEP Pretenders Alliance, as well as the T-Pose Stratsco Corporation in New Eden. And I talk more about what's going on, but I'm not playing, and EVE's hella complicated, so if you're not playing, it's very difficult to follow what's going on. All I know is that the kill feed is just constant. They're always fighting somebody, it seems. They run PvE and PvP content, organized stuff, as well as solo bashes, new player Q&A, or strategy Q&A, lots of stuff like that. Especially if you are EU, we are very actively recruiting EU time zone right now. Bane is spearheading that. I know he just picked up a few peeps over there to round out our hours. We pretty legitimately have somebody playing 24/7. It seems like these days. So we're starting to get a bigger EU presence as well. So if you are into that, especially wormholing, feel free to hit us up down in Internet Spaceships. Ask around, then get you sorted out. Anybody else watch Overwatch League besides me? Braden, did you watch the Overwatch League? You know your dragons are doing good, right?
Are they?
Yeah, dragons are good. I mean, they're not like
Dope.
they're not like the top, but like they're looking all right.
No, I have yet to watch a game of professional Overwatch.
Dude, today was spicy. Yeah, dragons made the knockout round for the May Melee. Knockout rounds are tomorrow. Actually, they're playing tonight, overnight.
Dang.
I don't remember who's playing who. I think they have to play Philly, the Fusion. So Fusion and Shanghai are playing, and then Seoul and the Hunters are playing tonight for their positions in the May Melee, which will be played in Hawaii. San Francisco punched their card today. Florida is in, Toronto's in. Dallas made it in on the back of San Francisco's efforts. And Washington and Houston are both in, obviously, as we are the only two teams that are still undefeated. Feels good. And San Francisco's playing angry. They're out for blood. They've had in post-match interviews basically talking about how like everybody that's in their way of Houston for their revenge match, they're not sorry. They're coming through you. Which is funny. They talked a lot of trash and then they almost lost today. But yeah, Overwatch League, lots of fun, and that's going pretty much all day tomorrow. I think the games start at 2:00 Central Time. Yeah, there'll be 4 matches tomorrow, starting at 2:00 Central Time, and then also the East will already be done because they're playing, like I said, overnight. I think they start at midnight or something like that. Pacific? Something like that. Hella early morning. Should be lots of fun. Oh, there it is. There's my graphic. Let's put you over here. Bam. Ooh, so zoomed in. Holy cow. This picture is huge. Boop, boop, boop. Bam. Yeah, that's the West. This bracket up here, this top bracket, not so scary. These teams, they're okay. Justice are pretty good. Most people are expecting Justice to move on. This is going to be a bloodbath down here, though.
T.O.
It's going to be real nasty. This mess. I think Dallas is probably going to get smashed by the Shock, unfortunately, because Dallas doesn't have a hit scan player because their hit scan player retired right before the season started. Should be interesting, though, to see how it all shakes out. I'm hyped. And then in 2 weeks from this weekend, they play in Hawaii. Not next week. I think it's the week after. Pretty hyped. Let's go Houston. I'm hoping Houston gets the feed. Shock their words. I don't want to give them the victory. Actually, we beat Dallas and San Francisco. So regardless of who we fight, it's a rematch. And I am quite certain that whoever is fighting us will want revenge. Should be fun. Man. That's pretty much all I had. I was prepared to talk about. Anybody want to talk about stuff? What are we talking about? Brandon, what are you drinking again? Was that the Gordon?
Honest.
Gordon's Cup was the beverage, shockingly, from the How to Drink YouTube channel.
From from that channel, the channel that you constantly link to? No.
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
No, it was good stuff. It's not super sweet. It's I think it's gonna be one of my top summer beverages. You got cucumber, lime, gin, and then a little simple syrup.
See, I wonder if it would be any good without
With
the cucumber.
Jägermeister, absolutely
No, I mean, no. Jaeger, you wouldn't dare defile Jaeger with any of those ingredients. You just drink Jaeger out of the bottle or from a shot glass if you're, trying to appear normal and decent.
That is correct.
I feel like the only way to drink Jaeger is out of the bottle because you're that kind of person.
It's true. But I wonder if that would be any good without the cucumbers. I am not a fan of cucumber. I wonder if I could.
It doesn't have at least to me, it does not have a very strong. You could just do like one cucumber in it. Like I did 4 slices of a cucumber. It doesn't actually have like pieces, or it doesn't have to have pieces of cucumber in it.
Mm-hmm.
You can just it just goes in the shaker. So just put like maybe 1. When you add certain things and they just add a quality to it, but they don't really add a lot of taste to it.
Yeah.
I think it's critical. Like the cucumber is what adds the freshness and doesn't make it just like sour gin.
Maybe. I don't know. I just generally speaking, I'm not a fan of cucumbers. So for me, that's a tall ask. Like I just buy a cucumber, chop it up, and put it in there. It's like, you want me to buy a cucumber? Gross.
I mean, you can. It'll still be good with. You could replace it with something else.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. I wonder what I don't have any simple syrup right now either, though. I think I legitimately only have Jägermeister at the moment. I don't think I even have any vodka. I mean, I usually have Jaeger vodka. Pretty regularly have Midori on hand. Some sort of plum wine or sake is also reasonably often on hand. And then some sort of hard apple cider a lot of times as well. But other than that, there's not usually a ton of alcohol on hand. If I want to make something, I have to actually go buy stuff.
Cucumber, just some
you're
basically having like a gin sour, but still. And you don't need the simple syrup. It just makes it it just mixes it better. You could just put some sugar in or some maple syrup or something like that.
Yeah, I'd worry about. I don't have any real maple syrup. We have I'm pretty sure we have some fake, shitty American version that's not actually
you have
maple.
simple syrup with a bit of dye in it.
Yeah, probably. And that has
won't be as
now actually with the sugar, I'd be worried about the sugar actually dissolving. I'd worry about there being enough fluid for it to actually dissolve into.
Yeah, I would shake that with the gin first and then add the ingredients. Just at room temperature, and then add your lime and ice and stuff.
Fair enough. Zarek, what's up? Welcome. So Zarek, do you think that Miami is going to win out tomorrow and make it to Hawaii? Do you think they have it in them?
Miami?
Or Florida, I mean. It's not Miami. It's a big M. That's why I always think Miami.
I don't know who they're playing.
But we just had it. We just had it up. Did I close it?
I haven't.
Oh no, you're playing Toronto first. But if you beat Toronto, you got to play Washington.
Oh yeah, I think they can do it.
Oh yeah, I think you beat Toronto. I don't know if you beat Washington. I'm just saying.
Did you see how Washington played at Boston? I think they can.
That's true. I just wonder if you can do it after already playing a series earlier in the day. Can you do it as a doubleheader? Because that's the real challenge. It's not whether or not you can do it. It's can you do it as a doubleheader?
Yeah, I mean it's not like actual sports where you play a game and you're exhausted.
Have you played?
I don't know, mentally
competitive. Yeah, I would say. Have you played really played a stressful video game, man? That's. You got to imagine the mental stress, the mental fatigue is pretty real.
You just go take a nap and recharge.
You don't have time for a nap. You're playing at.
No, I thought you said later.
No, you play the match schedule right now.
3 p.m.
You're playing at 3 p.m. your time, 3 p.m. Eastern, and then you're playing again at 6 p.m. Eastern. That's not a lot of downtime.
Yeah, I think they can.
Yeah.
And Washington's not playing anybody before them.
No. I mean, that is one thing, is that both Washington and Houston are gonna like, I mean, they'll be scrimming, I'm sure, somewhere. Like they'll be scrimming somebody ahead of their match as a warm up, but they will not be as warm as the winners of like the first two matches for sure.
Yeah, no, I think it's doable.
Mm.
No, you're saying they were playing like San Francisco and then Houston, and I'd be like, yeah, probably not happening.
I wonder how different Dallas' season would have been this year, or this at least so far, if they had a hit scan. I wonder if they wouldn't have just like been one of the 4-0 teams and like put Houston down to like a 3-1 situation. Actually, I wonder how much winning the Texas game, the Texas Showdown for the first time in ever, I don't think we've won the Texas Showdown. Wait, did we win it season 1? Can't remember. I know we didn't win it the last 2 seasons. But I wonder how much winning that against Dallas helped when we played Shock that same weekend. Like how much of a mental boon that was, and if Dallas has had their hit scan player, how much harder would it have been if we hadn't won? What would that have done for the mental fortitude of the boys going into San Francisco? And would San Francisco be sitting 4-0 and Houston be sitting maybe 2-2? I don't know. Curious. Speculation notwithstanding, though, I'm here for the 4-0 with Houston. What up, Tago? Okay, how many name changes have you had in the last 3 days?
3.
Going over the identity crisis over here.
Wait, it was the taco for like 2 weeks or a week.
Yeah, it was a taco for a bit, and then it was
Funky Taco.
yeah, taco with like really awkward characters.
Oh yeah, it was. I was like, I was looking at the alt character sheet. I was like, what looks alright? But
Well, you did not find it.
Did not turn out good.
I mean, I understood what it was supposed to say, but boy, was it a stretch.
And then I used some like, I went on DiscordNicknames.com or some shit. I picked the most annoying, obnoxious one that I used for like all of 30 seconds. And then started talking about hackers, and I was like, oh shit, Lord Nikon.
At least you didn't go with the Zalgo text. There is somebody on the Valheim server that's using Zalgo text for their Discord username.
Oh,
it's just
shit.
like, it's like, why though? You just like, it just makes it hard to read. It doesn't serve any purpose whatsoever. It's just difficult to read and annoying.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I
Taco
don't
House.
get it. That means you're too old.
No, I mean, no, I have Zalgo. Like, I use Zalgo text. Like, I think Zalgo text is great when appropriate, when you're, talking about the ancient evils and such. But, or like any of the elder beings. But just in regular usage, just like serves no purpose. Like, no, using it for your username, I don't understand what you're attempting to imply. All you're doing is making your username very difficult to read. That's it. That's all it does. I mean, you want me to just call you Squiggle instead of your username? I'll call you Squiggle. I don't give a shit. I don't get it.
I honestly don't actually even know what you're talking about with Zabrotex. I've never even heard of it.
I mean, you've seen it. You may not recognize it as like Zalgo, but like whenever there's text and then there's like tons of like scribbly shit all over it that like sometimes extends above and below.
Like Matrix looking stuff.
Yeah.
Also the annoying shit.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Like yeah, one of the guys on the Valheim server has that for his username on Discord. And I actually, when I was sending out all the messages when we were putting together the allow ban list, and I had to like get everybody's Steam user IDs and such, I actually initially didn't message him because I didn't realize that like completely illegible jargon was him. But after like he reached out to me, I looked and I was like, oh, that is actually his username. Like that's the exact name that I was expecting to see. It's just buried in squiggles. It'll make a lick of sense. It's very silly.
Well, that seems like he's screening himself out.
Oh, holy shit! I think I found it.
Found what?
Is it like what the?
You think you found what?
Is he a?
Care to loop us in?
Is he a friendly?
Does
Does it start with an S?
yes. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
What
like,
is that?
Oh, holy
so headed.
That's just gibberish.
no, it's not gibberish, man. That's a
That looks like when there's a like your graphics card dies and the whole screen just goes crazy.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's
How are
That's
you supposed to type that out? You can't make out any of the letters.
It's schecter.
yeah. It's basically like
There's no.
it's as if Sector was pronounced by Sean Connery. Schecter.
Where are you guys looking?
On the user list, if you scroll down,
He's on his cell phone.
user list to friendly down to the S's, you'll see it. Yeah, I mean,
oh, God.
yeah, I mean, like he just like Zalgoed up his name, and it was just like, why though? It just makes it hard to read.
That's literally his Discord name too, though. Like his Discord username is that.
Oh yeah,
But I mean, are those things in the middle and the end? Are those threes?
yes.
So I can see an S, maybe a D, and a 3.
SCH.
This is like one of those hidden pictures where you have to stare at it for 10 minutes to get it to your brain to decode it.
Actually, I found that the longer I look at it, the harder it is to read. Yeah, it's just algo text, but I don't know why you would use that for a username. It just makes it really hard to read. Don't get it. Don't get it. Well, yeah.
How do I change mine to that?
You don't. That's
Here, I'll give you. Here you go. I'll put the Zalgo text generator in the off topic for everybody. There you go. Here's your Zalgo text generator. Not responsible for the consequences of this. Lucino, don't hold me accountable. I'm not accountable for shit.
We know what Taco's next name is going to be.
Oh, we absolutely know what it's going to be. Absolutely. I wish Sinish was here because I think Sinish and Bane were fucking around with usernames earlier because Taco had gone with Lord Nikon, so they were doing other. Since Nikon is a camera brand, they were renamed to camera brands earlier today.
So, on this text generator, on the bottom right, I like how it's fuck up going up, fuck up the middle, fuck up going down.
Yep. And then
So
you got to figure out if it's a mini, normal, or a maxi fuck up. and the trick is you click all three on the left, and then you click maxi fuck up. And it gets. I mean, depends on the use case, but it's you can really make a mess of things.
mine is actually still legible with that shit on it, though.
Is it? Let's see. Let me see. What's mine? How legible is I do it? Not too bad. Yeah, you gotta also like. You gotta toy with it a little bit. Sometimes different settings will adjust where everything is.
And then just keep hitting he comes until
So you gotta
it
really
changes
navigate.
every time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you gotta find like the worst one. Oh, that's pretty bad. How bad can I get it? There it is.
Okay, now how do I copy this into?
You copy the block on the left. There we go, Braden.
Nice.
Oh man, I need to head. Let me see if I can get this. This shenanigans that's going on over here.
See, mine looked really fucked up on the thing, but it's legible there.
Do only middle and then do Maxi and then keep hitting the he comes.
In case the YouTube chat wants to see the shenanigans that are afoot. Well, I did. You can
there
do.
we go.
Oh God, Biggles. Especially because like the numbers are pretty rough to read on yours, especially. You're welcome for this tool. Shenanigans.
April's Fools, you should go and change every channel name with that.
Oh God, that would be awful. I'm pretty sure if I did that, Vecino would have he would be so pissed. He might be amused by it, but I would not want to have to go back and fix it. And actually, I don't know. I assume that it recognizes those characters as being normal characters, but on the off chance that it doesn't, I would not want to piss off all the bots by fucking up all the channel names. Then Vecino would actually come after me.
Ooh, you know what? Oh, to test it, can you put it into like custom playing something, and then create one of these channels and let's play?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I don't know if that would actually do it or not. Oh God. That's not that bad, Dr. Acula. You can do better than that. We can do better than that. Let's see, Dr. Acula.
The only thing stopping me from actually changing my username to that right now, just out of being a sarcastic piece of shit, is that I can't remember my Discord password.
Do you have to know your Discord password to change your thing?
Yeah, it asks for it.
Huh. Even if you're changing it just for the server?
Like just going into the settings and change username.
Oh, that. Oh wow, that one actually like cleaned up a lot when I put it in there. It was way nastier before I sent it.
Yeah, I find that happens a lot. It looks awful in the thing, and then you
put it in, it cleans up a lot of it. I wonder if it's because it's only really looking at the middle.
Yeah, I did middle and then Maxi. I didn't do the up or down.
Yeah, so what it is the up and down is not being kept for Discord. So you have to just like really get a massacre on middle. In other things like on Reddit, I know, and some other platforms and in forums, a lot of times it will also allow for the up and down, so you get all kinds of shenanigans. Oh, you're welcome, Dr. Acula. I'm not responsible for any consequences that come from using this.
All right, now it's telling me that that's over 32 characters in my username, so I can't have it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Really? 1, 2, 3,
3, 4, 5, 6,
8, 9. Oh man, is this what's happening? Are we all changing our stuff to this? Is this what I've started, or is this what this other guy started and we talked about it and now this is happening?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, I'll change mine after stream. I'm not punching in my password on stream.
Yeah, I'm for sure not. I'm good.
What?
Just changing it in the server, I didn't have to.
Yeah, I changed it just for the server. And
yeah. Okay.
There's no password need.
Oh, nice.
Wait, someone changed their actual names to that?
Yeah, somebody's actual name is that. Yeah. Where can I change it just in server? I don't even know how to do that. Change nickname.
Up at the top of the Strats code, click it, change nickname.
Oh, yeah,
click the chevron.
Let me get mine. Oh no, you can actually just right click yourself, change nickname. Okay, nailed it.
Yeah, mine won't go. It says must be 32 or fewer in length.
I wonder if there's something. I guess those are counted as like characters, even though they're overlapping. I don't.
What if you do it without a number?
Yeah, you could just make it Biggles.
To delete each number, I'm deleting each character as well. So there's several backspaces to get back just to Biggles.
Interesting.
There we go.
There we go. That worked.
Nice.
That's actually still legible though.
Is it? Oh well. We can...
not well.
Wait, let's see here. Let's see how bad we can get it for Biggles.
that whole chat is stupid. Whole window for the chat right now. It looks crazy.
It's amazing. Actually, we got
I mean, we got a couple people who aren't participating.
I mean, I'm doing something useful in grinding PoE, so
Nailed it.
And I mean, useful is relative.
No,
We haven't typed in the
I
chat
need,
windows.
look,
either.
I need him to carry me. I need him to be rich and powerful so he can carry me when I catch up to maps. Let's see how bad this one looks. Biggles. Biggles, there's a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, I'm taking it.
Vecina's gonna have no idea what's going on next time he looks at what's going on here. I will stick with this through tomorrow, but I'll have to change it after tomorrow probably.
Yeah, I'll let this ride for a little bit, and then it's going back to normal.
Yeah, I will switch it back before I go to bed tomorrow.
Oh, cat poop. Did you say you had something for PoE where I could do the ban list stuff?
What?
Did you mention PoE?
What?
Yeah, we'll talk a little later. Did you say you had a list for like hiding
Oh,
stuff?
yeah.
oh,
Yeah, it's in
yeah.
the PoE chat. He dropped a file in there for you.
PoE chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's muted.
Yeah, no, up yesterday, 10:12 p.m. He dropped you one in there.
Yeah, it's just it's a filter, so you don't have to see all the garbage loot.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is what we've dissolved to.
You mean
This sort of shenanigans. Probably good enough. Probably ought to call it right there. Since we've devolved into this point.
Copying and pasting one of these as a password, you'd never be able to retype it.
Oh yeah, man! Talk about a secure password. You know what though? I wonder
if it's the letters?
Well, it's not though, because like it was treating some of those overlapping characters as different, which tells me exactly what I need to know. I absolutely cannot do this to like the channel names because the bots will lose their natural minds. That would be super bad. All right, that's got to do it though for Strats Weekly this week. Thanks for everybody coming out and all the shenanigans. I had a blast. I hope y'all did too. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Let's go Outlaws. Bye.